A couple of weeks ago, I picked up Gold Fame Citrus by Vaye Watkins at the library. Amazing cover, interesting concept. I was really excited, but ultimately kind of like meh about the book. The story of Gold Fame Citrus is really the story of a woman named Luce, and she is living in sort of the post super droughted California, where everyone's really kind of living in dust and dirt and grime and kind of having a hard time making it by. Luce lives with a man named Ray. They're together and I guess they're pretty happy, but things start to happen when they find a little girl who seems to be neglected, and ultimately they decide to take her. Like, the book takes a really sharp turn when they take this girl, but I pushed through it anyway, and it just got weirder from there. If I could describe this book in one word, it would definitely be gritty or grimy. I think that Vaye Watkins is a great writer, like beautiful, beautiful sentences, and somehow she managed to take these beautiful sentences and make them super gross. Luce is living in, a dry, dusty, sandy place, and in the beginning of the book, you really get the sense that she's never clean. There's no water. They can't bathe that often, and she's like, hey, there's sand everywhere all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. One thing I'll definitely say about this book is that it doesn't really follow, a very linear, plot. It kind of goes, just everywhere. My biggest complaint about this book is that when it's over, nothing has really changed. A lot happens. They go through a lot of big stuff, and then in the end, it's like it almost never happened. So that's kind of disappointing and discouraging, but then sometimes books aren't about character growth, and that's okay. I'm trying to be a little vague because I feel like the book is full of surprises, so I don't really want to give them away. I think if you have a problem with dirty things, like if you're a germaphobe, please don't read this book. There are some very graphic sex scenes, which was fine. They went in interesting places, and so that's another thing that maybe if you're not into that, don't read it. But there are a lot of future dystopian climate change kind of books coming out, and this is definitely in that same vein as California and stuff like that, and actually pretty similar to California, I think, when you get down to it. So if you like those books, I recommend you check it out. But it's different, so you kind of have to gauge whether or not you want to put up with the grimy dirtiness and the really weird stuff that happens. I think ultimately it's, is something different, and that's really valuable these days. So if you're looking for something really different, definitely read this book. I think that's all I have to say about it. It's kind of hard to put into words, but I really wanted to get a review out there. Let me know if you read this book, or if you're thinking about reading this book, or what you thought. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.